and the small, isolated town of Blackwood, nestled deep within the woods, there stood an ancient church that held secrets whispered through generations. The townsfolk had always regarded the church with a mixture of reverence and unease, for its time-worn walls seemed to harbor a darkness that defied explanation. One fateful evening, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to explore the mysteries that surrounded the church. Among them were Jake, a bold and curious young man, Sarah, his steadfast best friend, Alex, the daredevil of the group, and Emily, the cautious skeptic. They had heard stories of strange happenings within the church, and being on the brink of their senior year, they were determined to uncover the truth. The sun was setting as the group gathered at the entrance of the woods, their flashlights cutting through the encroaching darkness. The journey through the dense forest was unsettling, as if the very trees were guarding the church, attempting to dissuade intruders from its secrets. After what felt like hours of navigating the undergrowth, they finally caught sight of the eerie silhouette of the church against the moonlit sky. The church itself appeared to be a relic of a forgotten time. Its spire reached for the heavens, but its once grand facade was marred by age and neglect. As the group stepped onto the overgrown path leading to the entrance, a chilling wind swept through the air, causing the trees to rustle ominously. Pushing open the heavy wooden door, the teenagers were met with an unsettling sight. The interior was shrouded in shadows, illuminated only by the feeble beams of their flashlights. Pews lined the aisles, coated in dust and decay, and the air held a musty, ancient scent. As they ventured deeper, they noticed an eerie altar at the front of the sanctuary, adorned with faded paintings of religious figures. As they explored further, they stumbled upon a doorway that led to a small chamber. Inside, they discovered a collection of old books and artifacts, each seemingly more cryptic than the last. Sarah's fingers traced the faded pages of an ancient tome, and a shiver ran down her spine as she read passages describing rituals and incantations that defied the laws of nature. Suddenly, a whisper seemed to echo through the chamber, sending a jolt of fear through the group. Alex dismissed it as a figment of their imagination, but Emily's wide eyes and pale complexion revealed her unease. Ignoring the growing sense of dread, they continued to sift through the contents of the room, unaware of the presence that seemed to watch them from the shadows. As they prepared to leave, the temperature dropped drastically, and the air grew thick with an otherworldly energy. The group felt as though they were being suffocated by an unseen force. Panicked, they rushed toward the exit, but the heavy wooden door slammed shut with a resounding thud, trapping them within the church's suffocating embrace. Trapped within the confines of the ancient church, the group's panic intensified. Their flashlights flickered as if struggling against an unknown force, casting erratic shadows that seemed to dance in the dimly lit space. The air grew colder, each breath fogging as they exhaled, their visible fear palpable. Desperation gave way to determination as they attempted to force the door open, their combined efforts yielding no result. It was as if the very walls of the church had sealed them inside, an impenetrable barrier between them and the outside world. As time passed, the boundaries between reality and the inexplicable began to blur. Whispered voices seemed to permeate the air, their words an indecipherable chorus of ancient tongues. Sarah clutched her head, unable to shake the feeling that these voices were beckoning her, attempting to lure her into their enigmatic depths. Emily, the skeptic of the group, felt her skepticism wane in the face of the uncanny events unfolding before her. She could feel a presence, an invisible gaze that scrutinized their every move. Panic gnawed at her resolve, and she turned to Jake, her voice trembling as she admitted that perhaps they had delved too deeply into something beyond their comprehension. Alex, always the fearless leader, tried to rally the group, encouraging them to remain strong and focused on finding a way out. He suggested that they search for any clues or hidden mechanisms that might release them from the church's grasp. Together, they combed through the chamber of artifacts, studying symbols and inscriptions that seemed to hold the key to their escape. Among the artifacts, they discovered a faded parchment depicting an elaborate sigil, its intricate lines pulsating with an otherworldly energy. Guided by a sense of urgency, they traced the sigil's lines with their fingertips, its surface growing warm beneath their touch. In an instant, the room seemed to shift, as if reality itself had bent to their will. The chamber morphed into a surreal dreamscape, an ethereal realm that defied the laws of nature. Their surroundings shifted and transformed, a tapestry of surreal landscapes that pulsed with an eerie luminescence. As they ventured deeper into this enigmatic realm, they encountered apparitions of figures from the past, specters that bore witness to the church's hidden history. Among these apparitions was a figure shrouded in tattered robes, its face obscured by darkness. With a voice that resonated with a haunting, otherworldly cadence, the figure recounted tales of forbidden rituals performed within the church's sacred walls. It spoke of a pact forged in desperation, a desperate attempt to wield forbidden powers to alter the fabric of reality itself. As the group listened, the pieces began to fall into place. The church had been a sanctuary for those who sought to transcend the boundaries of mortal existence, to harness forces that should never be harnessed. The rituals performed within its walls had drawn the attention of entities beyond comprehension, binding the church to a dark and insidious presence. The apparition warned the group that they were now bound to the church's malevolent fate, entwined in a tapestry of mysticism and malevolence. The only way to escape its grasp was to uncover the truth behind the rituals and to undo the bonds that had been forged with the otherworldly. Determined to break free, the group embarked on a perilous journey through the shifting landscapes of the ethereal realm, piecing together the puzzle of the church's history. As they delved deeper, they encountered manifestations of the church's past practitioners, each one offering cryptic insights into the rituals that had ensnared them. The chilling words of the apparition reverberated through the group, their hearts pounding with a mixture of dread and determination. The church's malevolent fate had become intertwined with their own, a twisted tapestry of mysticism that held them captive. Yet, there was a glimmer of hope, an enigmatic key that promised to unlock the truth behind the cursed rituals and free them from the grasp of the otherworldly forces. Unyielding in their resolve, the group embarked on a treacherous journey through the ethereal realm. The landscape shifted and morphed around them, a testament to the otherworld's surreal nature. With each step, they unraveled pieces of the puzzle that had ensnared the church in darkness. The apparitions of past practitioners guided them, offering cryptic insights into the rituals that bound them. Their path led them through spectral echoes of forgotten memories, each encounter bringing them closer to the elusive truth. The apparitions shared tales of desperate attempts to control the otherworldly powers, leading to a cascade of guilt and regret that had become etched into the very essence of the church. But amidst the tales of doom, the group uncovered a glint of hope, a key that had been hidden away. It was a key imbued with a mysterious energy, a symbol of their salvation from the clutches of the curse. The apparitions spoke of a final rite that required the key's power, a ritual that could sever the bonds forged between the church and the malevolent entities. With the key in their possession, the group pushed forward, facing trials that tested their strength, wit, and unity. They navigated through realms of illusion, conquered guardians of the ethereal realm, and deciphered the intricate threads of the curse's origin. Each step brought them closer to their goal, the key resonating with a potent energy that seemed to guide them onward. Guided by their unwavering determination, the group found themselves standing once again before the heart of the cursed church. The atmosphere crackled with tension as they performed the counter-ritual, using the key's power to disrupt the dark forces that had plagued the church for ages. The air shimmered with magic, reality itself bending under the weight of their incantations. With a surge of blinding light, the curse shattered. The malevolent energies dissipated, leaving the group breathless but triumphant. The church's aura shifted, the darkness giving way to a newfound radiance as the curse's hold was broken. Stepping out of the church, the group found themselves back in the realm of the living, their bodies and minds forever marked by their harrowing experience. As they looked upon the church, they couldn't help but feel a sense of closure and liberation. The key that had once held the answers to their plight now felt like a symbol of their victory over the unknown. Their story, though extraordinary, was one that no one would believe, a tale of otherworldly curses, haunted apparitions, and a battle against forces beyond comprehension. As they returned to their lives, the group carried their experience as a secret treasure, a testament to their courage and resilience. They knew that their bond was unbreakable, forged in the crucible of adversity. In a quaint town nestled amidst rolling hills and lush forests, a group of young friends embarked on a journey that would forever alter the course of their lives. It all began on a misty autumn day when curiosity led them to a weathered old church that stood as a sentinel of time. Its ancient stones held stories of generations long past, and an aura of mystery lingered around it like a shroud. The group consisted of 5 close friends: Emma, the natural leader with a heart full of empathy; Alex, the adventurous soul always seeking new thrills; Lily, with a keen intellect and a heart as gentle as a breeze; Lucas, a budding artist who saw beauty in the world's smallest details; and Jack, the fearless protector whose loyalty knew no bounds. One fateful afternoon, they found themselves drawn to the church, its heavy wooden doors beckoning them inside. Pushing the doors open, they entered the hallowed space, a mixture of awe and reverence washing over them. Sunlight streamed through stained glass windows, casting vibrant hues upon the pews and dust-laden air. But their gaze soon fell upon something that sent shivers down their spines: a small figure huddled near the altar. As they approached, they realized it was a young girl, her ethereal presence hauntingly beautiful yet filled with a sense of longing. She wore an old-fashioned dress, her eyes reflecting a depth of sorrow that seemed to stretch beyond time. The group exchanged glances, their hearts heavy with empathy for the girl. It was Emma who stepped forward, gently kneeling beside her. "Are you all right?" she asked, her voice a soothing melody. The girl's voice was like a distant whisper, a haunting murmur that carried the weight of a secret. "I cannot find my way to the afterlife," she said, her words both fragile and poignant. "I am tethered here until I retrieve my doll." With growing compassion, Emma pressed further. "Where's your doll?" "In my old house, deep within the ghostly forest," the girl replied, her gaze fixed on a distant memory. "I am unable to find peace until I hold it once more." The revelation hung in the air, stirring a sense of determination within the group. Moved by the girl's plight, they knew they had to help her find solace. They shared a silent agreement, their bond stronger than ever as they set forth on a journey into the unknown, a journey that would lead them through the veil between the living and the ethereal realm. Guided by compassion and curiosity, they left the church and ventured into the heart of the forest, where shadows danced between trees like phantoms of the past. An eerie hush enveloped them, broken only by the soft rustling of leaves and the distant whisper of wind. The forest's path seemed to stretch infinitely, leading them deeper into its enigmatic embrace. As they walked, the atmosphere grew increasingly charged, tingling with otherworldly energy. The forest itself seemed to be a living entity, its trees whispering secrets to those who dared listen. Time warped around them, and before they knew it, they stood before an abandoned house, a decrepit relic of years gone by. The house exuded an air of melancholy, its windows shattered and its walls adorned with creeping ivy. But within its dilapidated walls lay the key to unlocking the girl's salvation, the doll that held the pieces of her past. With a collective breath, they stepped inside, the floorboards creaking beneath their feet as if echoing the house's forgotten memories. The search was meticulous and reverent, the group scouring every corner of the decaying rooms. Floorboards protested with each step, and ghostly whispers seemed to drift from the shadows. Yet, their determination held strong, their hearts united in their quest to reunite the girl with her cherished doll. And then, in the attic's dusty corner, beneath the veil of cobwebs and time, they found it, the doll that had held the girl's essence all these years. As they picked it up, the doll seemed to pulse with life, a beacon of hope amidst the darkness that had cloaked the house. With the doll in hand, they retraced their steps through the spectral forest, their resolve unshaken. The path that had once seemed endless now felt familiar, each step carrying them closer to the church where their journey began. The ethereal realm clung to them, its energy guiding their every move. Finally, they returned to the church, their breaths heavy with anticipation. The girl's presence awaited them, her form aglow with a spectral light. As they presented her with the doll, a radiant smile spread across her face, the culmination of years of yearning and the fulfillment of a promise long forgotten. With a voice that held a symphony of emotions, she whispered her gratitude. "I am leaving this realm, finding my way to be reunited with my parents. Thank you, dear friends, for setting me free." And in a radiant burst of light, the girl's form dissipated, leaving behind an aura of serenity and closure. The group stood in awe, their hearts full of bittersweet joy. The air felt lighter, the church no longer shrouded in mystery but illuminated by the profound connection they had forged. As they left the church, a sense of peace settled upon them. The forest's gloomy whispers had given way to a symphony of nature's melodies, and the memories of their journey remained etched in their souls. Their bond as friends had deepened, and their shared secret, a tale of courage, compassion, and the unbreakable connection between the living and the ethereal, remained their cherished treasure.